Mike Trout here, and I want to talk about Blockfest. Blockfest is a celebration of social capitalism. It's an event that will be kind of like a burning woman that will launch in 2020 in Hakaba, Japan, and will happen as an annual event for people to come together and celebrate social capitalism. What is social capitalism? Social capitalism is like social media, but for capitalism, right? It is autonomous driven capitalism that creates these organizations called danos, which are autonomously driven. There are no investors, shareholders. They are danos, decentralized autonomous nonprofit organizations, or kind of a globe cooperative that ultimately will replace all entities as we know them. All corporations, especially public ones, are walking dead, and they are governed by a fund called the Bitcoin Global Reserve Fund, which I've seeded with 5 Bitcoin, and I'm hoping others will join me. 100% of the profits that come out of the event at DevCon 5 will go into the vault. We will then basically launch an autonomous entity that will exist on the blockchain via something known as Obey nodes. Everyone who downloads an Obey node is kind of like a bit miner, right? They're using their processing power to provide this AI with data. And ultimately, the AI will control this fund and will issue what I call a dividend from this fund called an UPS. So as part of the components is, unless it has a majority support of the stakeholders, and anyone who invests in the fund as a stakeholder, it won't release funds out of it. So it's kind of like a massive check. So if someone tries to hack the fund and get the Bitcoin out, they can't. They got to get 100%, right? They can get the dividend out of it, which is a representation of the fund, just as XBT is a representation of your Bitcoin in an exchange. It's no different. So I'm looking for someone who wants to align themselves as as one of the naming brands behind social capitalism found ups at DevCon 5. So I'm funding these events with my own money. I am just a small guy. I'm not a millionaire, but I believe this is important, and I want to throw some cool parties. It'd be nice if I had some other folks to align with me and participate. And if you're interested, then let me know. I'm probably going to be in this for at least 2 Bitcoin, right? Maybe more, right? So, but I look at it this: we have to educate people on the why of the blockchain. All of this nonsense, all of this noise isn't the why. They're just outcomes of the blockchain. The why of the blockchain is to basically fix capitalism from one that is an infinite agent to a finite agent. And SOCAPism, or social capitalism, something that I've been working on for a decade now, is just that. Thanks for watching. And read my white paper, right? I talk about it in my white paper. Link up with me on LinkedIn. Drop into foundups.org. That's my Discord. Talk to me there. There's lots of ways. I'm very accessible, unlike all these other folks that basically are unaccessible. I hope to see you at DevCon and talk to you about the most exciting, the reason of the blockchain. Found ups.